Now, right now, if Man City beats us, if Man City beats Arsenal in this match, it's going to stretch their winning record against us for 30 match in a row. And for me, that's a bad stat to have. That shows how much City is dominant. Whenever we play, City is always dominant against us. I think beating them in the Community Shield is one of the first time we've beat them in a very long time. Now, we've both got key injuries also. Namely one, Saka. Saka basically has played 87 consecutive games for us. And it's going to be a shock. Well, not really a shock because we know he might be injured, right? But for me, I want him to continue being consistent because all the great players of time old, back in the past, they've always played. They're always playing. And some people say he's too young. He's 22. For me, once he's fit, play him. Once he's fit, play him. Because if you're going to be the great, if you're going to be the best, you have to be consistent. No matter, because players back in the past, we could say, oh, they never had technology, they didn't have certain medical staff to basically be more conservative with players and things like that. But for me, you have to learn. I've heard a story about Ben White the other day. I think it was Rob Alden was telling a story on a podcast that there's only one player, Ben White, this guy will play with a broken toe. That's how committed he is. And people will wonder, why is Ben White looking so shaky? He said Ben White is one of those players that no matter what, is always playing. And I love that from a player. And perhaps it's his love for, or probably his experience in rugby, because I've heard him once say that he doesn't even like football. He didn't come from a footballing background. His family don't love football. It's because he played it while his family watched it. He loves rugby. That's his sport, right? So it's that frame of mind, it's that mentality from rugby. You know, rugby, especially in England, they don't use braces. They do hard challenges. They play rough. They play with broken nose, broken hand, broken shoulder bones. They play like this is how they are. So I understand why Ben White would have this characteristic in him. So we see that Saka now, 87 game consecutive, he needs to continue that stretch. So hopefully he'll be fit. But if he's not fit, we'll have Saka out, and we'll also have Jurriën Timber, right? And Partey just came back from injury. But for City, they've got Rodri, they've got De Bruyne, their two best players. There's no debate there. Their two best players are out with injury. So if we can't beat City right now, I don't see when we can ever beat City. Now, saying that, Alvarez is basically playing a very, very good backup to Kevin De Bruyne. A very, very good backup. So once again, they might miss De Bruyne with his passing, but in terms of his shots, in terms of free kicks, man, Alvarez is basically he's taking over for De Bruyne in that department. So I think that Pep Guardiola done another one. He unearthed a new position for Alvarez. Now I know Alvarez played there before, but it's like it might be his consistent place in the team, because we see that De Bruyne is old now. He's going to retire at some point soon. So Alvarez, man, he could be groomed in that position, and he's very good at it right now. So though Rodri, now we see that Rodri came on in the Champions League and they won against Leipzig, and it's because I believe Rodri was there. Once again, when Rodri is not in the team, they're lost in the Carabao Cup and they're lost in the Premier League when Rodri is not there. So potentially if we start Partey and Rice, we can run midfield. Now I know Rico Lewis, he done a mad formation. We're gonna get into it in a minute. He done a mad formation with Rico Lewis in midfield, but we're gonna get into it soon. And another thing is the Ramsdale. I believe that, listen, Ramsdale's gonna do 5 match, Raya's gonna do 5 match, but right now I totally believe that Raya is our number one choice. I am convinced that right now Raya is our number one choice, and I'm gonna see if he continues in the team based off the mistake he done in the Champions League. I'm gonna see if Arteta still keeps him in after that mistake, then Raya definitely is the number one. And so far, he's been in the team more than Ramsdale. So let's just get into a little stats now. Let's just do some comparison in terms of numbers, because we've seen the eye test. We know that City has started like a house on fire, except the match they lost against Wolves. They started like a house on fire. They got new players. They got Nunes. They got, oh my God, Doku. Let's get into these stats because boy oh boy, see, it's gonna be a tough match. I'm telling you. So this is the previous match. The formation on the left hand side is the match they played against Wolves, right? And we see that Kyle Walker, Akanji, Diaz, Ake playing left back. This was their start. Now, last season, Ake played left back and clamped down Saka. So if Ake plays left back again, Saka is gonna have in for a torrid match because Ake is strong and he's fast. Saka injured right now, I would say. He's a bit injured, so boy, I'm shook of Ake right now with Saka because if Saka was fit, I would give Saka the benefit of that, saying that Saka will come back with revenge because he's that type of player. He's very petty like that. Man, you beat me the last time, I'm gonna rip you this match. He's petty like that, and I like that. I like that one in a player. Very competitive. But boy, injured, I can't see Saka destroying Ake at all. Ake is gonna have Saka in his pocket. Now, potentially, if Saka drifts in midfield, drifts inside, then he will have joy because I don't think Diaz can keep up with Saka. Now, if Saka drifts inside, we're going to need someone to take the space on the outside. That's Ben White. I trust Ben White with Ake all day. He's strong enough, he's agile enough to deal with Ake. But defensively, Doku, oh gosh, I'm not even there yet. But we see Kovacic. I'm not shook of Kovacic. Mateus, he's a good player. He's a good player. I'm not really scared of him in the final third, but in the midfield, the way he controls the midfield, he's a scary player. Phil Foden has had a resurgence so recently. Phil Foden is playing like a man possessed. He's playing brilliantly. I think he's been hearing all these comparisons with him and Saka, and he's like, what? These men are putting Saka over me. What? No. And he's improved this game drastically. Alvarez, as what I've been saying before, brilliant player, brilliant striker of the ball, brilliant technical abilities. Is the better overall player for me than Haaland, and he can be better than Kevin De Bruyne. I can see that. Doku with the highest rating. This guy, I don't know. City, man, City. They just sell whoever wants to leave and just get someone better, because now they've got Doku. Sterling's gone. They got Doku now. They got Doku on the left with. Oh my gosh. Doku, he's brilliant. I love the way he plays. This guy is always efficient. Either he beats the man and crosses it in and sets up a goal, or it's a near miss. Or he cuts inside having a shot and it's a goal. This guy, he's brilliant, man. He's brilliant. So that's the formation they played against Wolves. Now on the right hand side is the formation they played against Leipzig. Now, Jack Grealish came in for Doku. They played 4 in attacking mid, or 4 across the behind Holland, and Rico Lewis is there. Thinking Rico Lewis, but he had a very good match. He played brilliantly. So this guy, he can play everywhere. I don't know where they're gonna put him. If it was me, I'll put Rico Lewis in defensive mid, personally. And look who. So Akanji was inverted from the right. Walker was playing right centre back because of his pace, probably. Bernardo Silva. Man, this formation is different, but he got him the results, right? And Phil Foden got to 8.8 ratings, so Phil Foden was on fire. So you know that Jack Grealish is coming on fire, Doku is coming on fire, Foden is coming on fire, Haaland is coming on fire, Rico Lewis is coming on fire, Bernardo Silva, Akanji, Graviol, oh my gosh, Graviol is absolutely brilliant. A brilliant signing by City, man. I'm already stressed. Watching this formation. I'm never gonna lie, man. City they're doing bits right now. So these are the top 5 players for each team. For City, they got Rodri, Alvarez, Doku, Haaland, and Phil Foden. For us, and then Rodri is basically not playing. So for them, is the rest, right? So for us, we've got Saka. Saka might not be playing. We'll see how that goes, but I think he's gonna play. Whenever a manager says that he's in contention, that means he's gonna play, right? Odegaard with a 7.5. Now, Odegaard is on par with Haaland in terms of stats, similar, right? Just 6 more. Then Thomas Partey, and Thomas Partey is on par basically with Foden. And Thomas Partey, I believe, only had 2 matches. 2 matches of the season, 1 or 2, I can't even remember, but I think it was 2 matches, first 2 matches of the season, then he got injured, and he's on par with Foden, and Foden played more matches, right? So for me, Partey is a very integral player to our team. He's very important to our team. people might think that he's not because we got Declan Rice, but the way Partey plays, what he does is very good. It's just that I criticize his mentality when it comes down to the end of the season, right? He's always falling off. And Declan Rice was, and interesting enough, Partey got better ratings than Declan Rice, but once again, Declan Rice has been playing for longer, so the law of ratio shows that Declan Rice would have a lower ratings than Partey if he had a few match and have a good match in those few matches. Then you got Ben White, so one defender, 3 midfielders and 1 forward. No, Gabriel J isn't in this, and Gabriel J needs to step his game up because he needs to be a leader in our team. This is why I came to Arsenal. Right now, Saka's leading things. Saka is leading us in terms of performances over the few matches we've played so far. Saka is leading it. And by the way, Rodri is leading the entire Premier League. Right now, Rodri is number 1 in the Premier League with James Maddison number 2 in terms of best performance. So it's going to be a big miss for them, especially against a passing team like us. Now, big chances. So Arsenal has 2.7 big chances on average for all those matches that we played in the Premier League so far, while City have 3. So they slightly better us on those stats. Big chances missed, we have 1.4 to City 1.7. Once again, better us on that. Shots per game on average for those entire 7 matches that we played so far. We having 15.1, City having 18.1. Once again, City beat us at having more shots on average. Shots on target, we have 6.3, City have 7.6. Once again, City beats us on that stat. Shots off target, 4.1, City at 4.6, beating us again. Block scoring attempt, we got 4.7, City had 6, beating us again. Successful dribble, 9.3, City 9.3. This is the only stat right now so far that we are competing with City on. This is the only stat we're competing with City on so far, right? So, boy, successful dribble. Yeah, we can do a thing. And probably because De Bruyne ain't in their team for a long time now. Because he's that dribbler, him and Bernardo Silva, right? And Jack Grealish. But yeah, they've got enough players, enough good dribblers. So to be fair, that's a good stat for us, because to be competing with City with those world-class players, it's good for us. We hit the woodwork 3 times, they hit the woodwork 2 times. No, fast break. This is the very important one. We had 5 fast breaks compared to their 2. So that shows you that they even when they have the opportunity, they don't like doing fast breaks. They like to still build up slowly, controlling the game. Every step of... They don't want to build up fast and have a risk of losing the ball. They rather to play slow and control it. That's the type of team City is. But us now, once we see the opportunity, we Saka on the break, or Gabriel J on the break, or Martinelli when he was here on the break, we're going to give it to them, right? And this is why we have a better stat at fast break. So in 11 stats, we only beat City 2, right? So City is 9-2 to City in terms of this stat, right? That's crazy. It's not looking so good. It's not looking good, mate. Trust me, it's not looking good when you judge the stats. And the eye test is not looking good. So when we go to possession now, we had a 62.3 an average ball possession. City have 66.4. That's 1 for City. Accurate per game, we had 512 at 88%. City had 611 at 92%. 2 for City. Accurate own half, 233 93%. City at 267 at 94%. 3 for City. Accurate in opposition off 200, and these are passes, 284 at 81.5%. City 348 at 84%. Boy, long balls 70.7 at 56.9%. City 20 at 66%. Accurate crosses 5.1 at 26.7%. City 4 at 22. So that's the only thing. So right now City won 5-1. So 9-2 and 5-1. City are destroying us and stats so far. They're literally ripping us apart on stats. Wow. Now let's get into the defensive side of things. Clean sheet. We had 3. They had 3. Very good. We have 3 clean sheets. That's brilliant. Well done, Ramsdale and Raya. Goal conceded 0.7 per match on average. City 0.9. And we know that City scored 2 more goals than us and conceded 1 less than us. So that's not too bad. That's not too bad. That's just a big scoreline they got. While and also conceding one less goal than us. That's a very good stat for us. Tackles per game, we had 13. City had 17. Once again, that's 2 for City. Interception per game, we have 5.3. They had 7.9. 3 for City. But this won't apply in this match. This good stat won't apply in this match because they haven't got a good defensive mid. So I would disregard that. I would throw that out the window, right? So there's still 2 for me. Clearance per game 9.7. For us, City 11.6. 3. City went back to 3. I took away a point from them and they still came back. Crazy. Saves made 1.4 for us, 1.4 for City. That's good. That shows you that our keeper is on peak form right now. Apart from that mistake he done in the midweek. Ball recovery 51.4 for us and 54.6 for City. For City. Errors leading to a shot, we had 4 and City had 1. City beats us again 5-0. 2 draws, 5-0. So City beats us 9-2 in the first one. Right? City beats us in 3 categories. So that's 3-0 for City in terms of categories. Oh my gosh. Attack, they beat us. Midfield, they beat us. Defense, they beat us. This is going to be a tough match for us. So far it's 3-1. So far it's 3-0 categories, right? City are better than us in attacking, they're better than us in midfield, and they're better than us in defense, according to the stats, according to the numbers. And we know that numbers don't lie. Numbers do not lie. Sometimes the eye test may fool you, but numbers don't lie, because once again, what's number? The score line. What's number? Shots on target. If you don't have shots on target, you can't score. These are numbers, but the eye test sometimes will trick you, make you think that we're having a good match when we're having a terrible match, because we'll be doing Rabonas, passes, this and passes, skills, dribbling, no goal. Then we think, oh, and it could be in the reverse as well, right? So stats are more important for me than the eye test. The eye test is very, very good, but stats, basically, at the end of the day, is what's important. Most important, I should say. So duels, City. So duels, an average, right? This is the average Premier League matches so far. An average, we won 48.7 duels at 51.7%. 48.7 duels won, an average. Ground duels 37.3 compared to City. So City had 41.9 duels won. Their ground duels are 34. Our aerial duels are 11.4. Theirs are 7.6. Possession loss for us 119.3. For them is 106. So we see a weakness. We see a weakness in City, and that's the duels. City are not strong in duels. So, man, if we start a midfield at Partey and Declan Rice and potentially Kai Havertz and Jesus, these 4 players are the best. Apart from our defenders, these 4 players are the best duel winners for us. Well, even including our defenders. Kai Havertz and Gabriel Jesus are the best in our team, are the best duel winners. Yes, might be saying Kai Havertz. Yes, Kai Havertz most of the time have better numbers than Gabriel Jesus in duels. So we find a chink in City's armor. Even though they're better in attack, they're better in the midfield, they're better in defense, they can't beat us in duels. We're strong in duels, and Partey's back. Partey loves a bit of a duel. He loves it. Partey loves it. Declan Rice loves it, right? So potentially, and they haven't got, once again I have to emphasize, they haven't got Rodri. Rodri loves duels for them, and Rodri's not there. So who's gonna love it for them? No one. Everyone's gonna want to be. You know what they're gonna do? They're gonna come and play weak. When I say weak, they're gonna start cheating. When I say cheating, they're gonna be rolling on the floor. You know Bernardo Silva is like that. You know Grealish is gonna do that. Soon as you tap on the rolling on the ground, looking for a foul, trying to butt up the referee. I think this is how they're gonna have to play, because they haven't got and don't believe that Pep don't see these stats. Know that we are better than them in duels. Don't think Pep don't see this. They see this and they're going to use it for their advantage. They're going to butt up the referee, play on his heartstrings, and win most of these half and half decisions. So that's the video they're in then, guys. We find a way to beat Man City. We find a way. Be stronger in duels. Get in their faces. Get strong. Get aggressive. That's how people used to play against us back in the past and used to get good success. Now we can start doing it to our even better City team and potentially getting good success. So that's the video there and then, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And have faith, have hope. Once we start these four good duel winners in our team, we have no problem. I'm not stressed. I'm not worried. Neither should you be. Catch you in the next video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you help me on my journey to 100 subs. Much appreciated. Catch you in the next video. Goodbye.